Hey everyone, it's the DivaHick here for Fierce Crack Designs, and welcome to my Polar Vortex edition of my budget planner. For all my friends out there, I hope you guys are staying safe and warm and enjoying time with your family if your things have all been canceled. Especially my friends in Western New York, where I hear they've had to take the plows off the road for the blizzard. And my friends in Wisconsin, where I hear that beer distribution has actually stopped. So it has become a national emergency, people. And for all my friends in Florida, I'm sorry you have to wear a jacket. But like I said, I know you guys have been waiting for the budget edition, so here it is. Let me show you a couple of my supplies that I like to use with my budget planner. And the first is these expense tracker half sheets. I'm going to show you a little bit more about them later on in the video. This is the budget planner value pack sticker book. This is like the only time you're ever going to hear me say you need to have the sticker book to go with the planner. I don't really say that about all the other planners. You can get whatever you want. You don't even have to use stickers. You can just have a marker and do it yourself. But I like the stickers. But with this one, I really think you need to have these stickers to go with the book to make it get the most out of the budget planner. So this is the budget value pack. It's got everything you need. And I see myself going through quite a few of these. This is my classic size Happy Planner budget planner. And on the front it says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to open to the very first page. Again, we're doing this, the setup for February. And you can see here, it says February on the tab. It actually starts the page before the last month of January. I'm going to slide this over so you can see it a little bit better. It starts the last week of January, the very last page. You want to set up your monthly budget for the next month. So on the top you have your bills and your fixed expenses, your mortgage or rent, car payment, everything that you know is going to stay exactly the same month after month. That's where you put that. Some of you might be very familiar with this and some of you aren't, so bear with me. Variable expenses at the bottom. In our house we put the gas, heat, and electric and variable because we're not on one of the budget plans, so it does change a lot month to month. All the way down, school, personal, allowance, even though allowance is kind of fixed in our house, I guess. What we need for our dogs, anything that changes month to month is down here. The other thing this planner has that I really appreciate, it has a lot of emphasis on savings, which a lot of us need more emphasis on savings. I'm sure I'm not alone here. So you start off with your starting balance, add any deposits for the month, end of the month. There's a space here with the grid that is the goals for next month. Our family is transitioning over to the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace School of Thought when it comes to budget. I'm going to put a link in the description box if anybody's interested in checking it out. But one of his first baby steps is to create an emergency fund, and that is our goal for this month. Next month is to get our emergency fund established. And then an ending balance at the very bottom. So the starting balance, ending balance, and you put your monthly income up here. Then you actually are ready to start the month of February. Like all the Mambi planners, it starts with a monthly spread. What I do is I take my stickers from in here and I put them on the days the bills are due. They have different little icons for all the different usual expenses that pretty much everybody has. For example, you can see here it's water, cable, internet, and then heat, which actually, it took me a while. I was trying to figure out what this was. I thought it was insurance for the longest time, but it's actually heat. There's all sorts of them. Car, rainy day, credit card. But this is what I want to show you though. They also have blank ones for different expenses that maybe they just don't have a sticker for. Like our family has an Audible subscription, so we have to actually put Audible and Netflix on their own. So I put one for each day in the monthly spread, and then my weekly spread, which I already started. This, to be honest, this is a reshoot of an earlier video that didn't turn out very well. But what I actually do is I take these bill pay stickers and I put them on the weekly spread on the days that the bills are actually due. I'll write in what it is. Like this one says credit card. When I'm done shooting, I'll actually put which credit card and how much, and then you check it off when you're done. You can see here I have food and 2 gas ones. This has really been a lifesaver for me, having to plan when I'm getting grocery shopping. Now, it's on a Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, and obviously with -2-degree temperatures and wind chills and -30, I just did not go grocery shopping. It's okay, it's just a sticker. I keep telling myself that. But I do try to go on Wednesdays, and then again, planning on when to get gas instead of waiting until somebody goes, hey, I'm on E. And then somebody else goes, you know, E doesn't stand for enough, right? We got to get gas. Actually planning a day to make sure the gas tanks are filled up. Not that we don't do it in between times, but we make sure on that day it's filled up. And then we just write it in here, one color for me, one color for my husband. And then up here, this is another thing we've been doing. A lot of people do their budget reviews maybe once a month, maybe once every other month, every 2 weeks, all different things. We've been trying to do it every week as we're transitioning onto a new way of doing our budget, as well as the fact we just moved not too long ago. So we're still trying to figure out what our expenses are going to be and what to budget every month. Part of my routine is every single morning I sit down with my planners and I go through them one by one. And when I come to my budget planner, I log into our bank account and I will take and write down the ending balance from the day before. So if it's Tuesday, I will log in and I will write down here what the ending balance was Monday night and what we started Tuesday with. Then I check to see if there's any bills that need to be paid, and I subtract the ending balance from Monday and the ending balance from Sunday, and then I'll know what our weekly expenses were on Monday. And I'll do the same thing every day of the week. It takes about 5 minutes, but it is super helpful to me to keep me on track. The next section that you're seeing is at the very end of the month, there are the expense tracker. Like I said, this is a reshoot. I got to take these out. The expense tracker and the bill pay checklist. The bill pay checklist, pretty self-explanatory. You put all those bills you budgeted for at the beginning of the month on the checklist, and then you put the due date and the amount you're actually paying for each one and check it off when it's paid. Space for notes, stuff like, hey, Netflix is going up this month, or this is the last car payment, we're done with it. Whatever it is you need to know. But being able to list them all and then check them when they're paid, that is, it's just invaluable to me. Maybe it seems self-explanatory to some people, but to me it was a huge revelation, I guess. The expense tracker, pretty much like your ledger in your checking account, date, amount, category description. And again, I keep this updated every single day. But it has a spot for cash, credit, debit, and then if it was a need or a want. The need or want, I love it, because I'll be honest, last month I was like, want, need, want, need. And those wants are where you can really start trimming your budget down. Not that you should go without anything you want, but you can really start with that. But also being able to account for anything you spent in cash or charged on a credit card, and having it all in one spot so you can see how much you're actually spending was really useful. However, if you're like, I'm going to guess most people in this country, this is not going to be enough for an entire family for an entire month. If it is, you are awesome and I'm proud of you. But for me, I got to take these expense trackers, these half sheets, which are sold separately but really, really useful. And I just pop some in, and then I can just keep adding on. Now, the only thing is these don't have need or want on them, but you can put in the notes something like, maybe you decide you want to highlight your needs in yellow, or you want to write all your wants down in blue ink and needs in black ink. You can just note it here and you'll be able to look back at it. So pretty much, again, it takes me about 5 minutes in the morning. I look at my monthly sheet real quick, look at my day, add up my weekly expenses, put the ending balance in, put my expense tracker down, about 5 minutes, make sure all the bills are paid, and it keeps me on task a lot for just to keep on top of the bills and where the money is going. And if you don't know where your money is going, you don't know how much money you have. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Like my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video. And again, I'm DivaHick with Fierce Crack Designs. I plan on doing another video on Sundays. The plan is Wednesdays and Sundays. You'll get a video from me, a plan with me, but you will see me again. You can plan on it.